Good morning, everyone. This is Tim's New York Giants Straight Talk, brought to you by the mighty FanDuel. That's FanDuel.com, number one sports book in America. I live in America to watch the New York Football Giants. What's up, AJ? AJ said, good morning, Tim. Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Chad. Joe Spano says, good morning, Tim. Good morning, Chad. Nothing better than 80-degree weather on a Sunday and some New York Giants Straight Talk. Smash that like button. Check out the mighty FanDuel. Of course, that is a dramatic pause. That is what they refer to as a caesur. And we have a lot of caesurs this season because of the fact that we need to talk about, again, Odell Beckham Jr. We need to talk about, again, Malik Nabers. We need to talk about, again, the schedule. There. What's up, Ralph? What's up, brother? Zach Tag says, it seems like a lot of people are coming back from injuries, have setbacks. You know, I didn't want to talk about the Malik Nabers thing again because of the fact that I think it's beyond redundant. I think it's beyond redundant and ridiculous. He had a cleanup procedure. He had scar tissue removed. Once you have scar tissue removed, that helps the healing process. That helps the feng shui. But people are sitting there like, oh my God, we got to go run outside OBJ. Okay. That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to run out and sign OBJ because he will probably be ready for week 1. So we should go do that. You don't know how his body's going to respond. I don't know how his body's going to respond. But when you have a cleanup procedure, which he had a couple weeks ago, and I love it because you can find everyone, because I love it because there was Yahoo Sports. I love Yahoo Sports. Yahoo Sports comes out and says, Malik Nabers' second surgery draws concern from former doctor. Okay, he's 22 years old. Every surgery is different. And I love it because the Dr. Cho, who is the doctor, says, I believe Malik Nabers' second surgery indicates a loss of motion naturally that led fans to panicking online. You have a loss of motion because you have a buildup of scar tissue. Buildup of scar tissue does not mean it occurred during the first surgery. A buildup of scar tissue can be from previous injuries that were undiagnosed that healed and scar tissue built up around it. Generally Bleav, though, he's the only one to have, he said, generally unbelievable how he is the only one to have issues post-surgery, said a second fan wrote. I mean, this doc, I love Dr. Cho. And I love it because if you go follow him on Twitter, and because the idiocy on Twitter is just so astounding. He is pro football doc. Ex-NFL head team doc, 17 plus years, live analyst of NFL, NBA, and MLB insights. Could someone explain to me how Dr. Chow, whatever his fucking name is, does he have the MRIs? Does he have the x-rays? Has he been in the gym with Malik Nabers? Has he watched Malik Nabers facilitate and matriculate the his healing process through rehabilitation? Or is he just making speculation off of other patients that he had? Which one is it? Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to take the opinion of a doctor who has not examined the patient, who has not even looked at an MRI, has not looked at an x-ray, or has never seen him in rehabilitation. I'm sorry. I'm just not going for it. I apologize. You know, and like I said, and his big thing is he's pro football doc. Does anyone want to talk about this guy? Can we talk about Dr. Cho for a minute here, or Chow, or whatever his fucking name is? Can we talk about him for a minute? Can we talk about why he's no longer in the league? Because does anyone remember when he was the team physician for the San Diego Chargers and was sued for medical malpractice? Does anyone remember that? Oh, wait, only one person remembers that because that's me, because it was back in 2011. You're going to say, Tim, that was 20-something years ago, or that was 14 years, whatever. Tim, that was 14 years ago. Mm-hmm. Yes, but he was sued for medical malpractice. And actually, he was found not guilty on one part, but then he was held. No, I'm sorry. I rephrased that. I rephrased that about Dr. Cho. He was found guilty of medical malpractice. And he lost $7.5 million in damages. So the former doctor, who is now the all about the sports general doctor, who's telling us all this information, was sued for medical malpractice. And he lost his lawsuit and had to pay $7.5 million. If you want to go look it up, just Google his last name. Just Google this guy's last name and find out that this good doctor, this orthopedic surgeon, and I love it because, and I love it because if you go deeper into this doctor, if you go deeper into Dr. Cho, if you go deeper in there, you find articles saying San Diego doctor has a history of medical malpractice. So, this is the gentleman that we are looking at in reference to diagnosing. This is the guy that's diagnosing Malik Nabers' injury. The gentleman that was sued and basically thrown out of the NFL for medical malpractice. But that's all right. That's okay. We're going to take all this. We're going to take all this information. What we're going to do is, you know what I'm going to do? Because I love being the bearer of bad news, the harbinger of doom, as always that we are. But I just love when people are like, this guy, well, he's a doctor. He knows everything. He got thrown out of the NFL for medical malpractice. But he is the gentleman that we are taking the advice of in reference to our star wide receiver coming back to the NFL. Am I the only one that sees and has a problem with this? Am I the only one that is not taking the advice of somebody who basically, and I love it because they go, he's a former doctor. Yes, he is a former doctor. Former doctor in the NFL because he got thrown out of the league for medical malpractice. He got lost a lawsuit for medical malpractice. Oh, wait, what's this? Team doctor, sports medicine, however, been proven. Last week, Dr. Jones, physician for San Diego Chargers, was found guilty of medical malpractice in connection with a frostbite injury and a cold therapy device he subscribed. And usually these cold therapy devices are for knee injuries or for injuries to help prevent swelling. But we're going to love it. Now you gotta love it. You gotta love this guy. And then he reposts something that Carl Banks put out about the injury, about this and this and this. I'm sitting there like, and then Carl Banks gives it a thumbs up, and I laugh because I'm like, does anyone before they do anything really look at things and say, where is this guy coming from? Who is this physician? It's not like Dr. Mark Andrews, not something like him. Where is this guy coming from? Well, it takes a half a second to Google a guy. And they're like, well, he's got 250,000 followers on X. Yeah. Because he got sued. And he lost a malpractice lawsuit. And evidently, it's not the first time. But we, as Giant fans, or as a collective, a certain fan base, is going to take this gentleman's word as gospel because he has MD at the end of his name, even though he's no longer able to work in the league. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Dylan says it's amazing how people don't know the benefits of clean up scar tissue and fucking brain rot media. And it's not even just a brain rot media. It's the fact that, like I said, there is a disgraced physician who left the league in 2012 because he got not thrown out, but he got dismissed because he lost a malpractice lawsuit, and the Chargers got sued as well. But we as Giant fans are going to take this guy's information and all of a sudden start to panic. Why? Because of the fact that the Giant fans are waiting for the other shoe to drop. Things have been going so well.
My professional opinion
Dr.
that
Jones.
now is the time to panic.
Things have been going so well for the Giants right now, and that Giant fans don't know what to do. They are literally waiting for the proverbial shoe to drop. And it's not going to drop, guys. It's not. Everyone just needs to relax. We're going to be fine. Nabers is going to be fine. 56 is right. Nabers is going to be fine. He had a cleanup procedure like no other person in the league ever had a cleanup procedure. It's never been done in the history of the league. Never. But that's all right. We are going to follow this guy. We are going to take this guy's advice. We are going to go follow the guy that is a person that worked in the league and got sued for medical malpractice, for an injury, for a prescription of a device that he prescribed, and he lost $7.5 million. But we're going to take that as gospel. And the whole idiocy of OBJ. I see some of these articles. I see some of these things, and I see, well, John Harbaugh and OBJ are keeping in touch. They're keeping in touch. And even the venerable Carl Banks is kind of going off the deep end with OBJ. And he's like, well, this is going to be decided by the team, not on Twitter or X. Well, you know what the problem is, Carl? All this shit gets decided on Twitter and X because everyone has an opinion, and you're allowed to have an opinion. So the issue is with OBJ, he'll be 34 in November, hasn't played in over a year and a half, was suspended for PEDS last year. His last foray into the NFL in regards to playing was in Miami. And he basically looked like he looked like he was shot towards the end of his tenure in Baltimore. And it looks now that if you watched him play in Miami again, it looks like, okay, he's not even a shell of the player that he was. He's a shell of a shell of a shell. And he'll be 34 in November. So what we need to do is we need to bring this guy in because he wasn't a malcontent. He didn't bash his quarterback. He didn't do stupid things for this organization. You people treat him with such reverence that it just confounds me. He basically pushed his way out of the town and bashed his quarterback and hasn't been productive since the Rams season where he got hurt in the Super Bowl. And even that, as a productive season, he had like 500 yards. So we're going to bring this guy in. Hopefully, if he does come in, OBJ, on a rookie veteran minimum deal. Not rookie, excuse me, a veteran minimum deal. And you hope that when we look at it from that lens, that he's going to be what, a fourth or a fifth wide receiver? No, Allie, it's not an OBJ hater. No one's an OBJ hater. You know what you are? You're a fucking idiot. So fuck off. Because no one's hating on him. We're hating on a 34-year-old who's been washed up and hasn't played in a year and a half and really hasn't been relevant in the league since his run with the Rams, and he only had 500-plus seasons. Maybe it's your fucking stupidity, the fact that you have no goddamn idea anything about sports.
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I am not even going to deal with fucking morons today. Oh, he's an OBJ hater. Maybe you're an OBJ dick sucker. How about that? That's a possibility too. Huh? Make sure you don't swallow. 34 years old, hasn't played in a year and a half, cheated to try to get back into the league, basically ran himself out of New York, bashed his quarterback, took his $98 million and left, has not been productive outside of that one true season that he had in Cleveland. And so now we need to bring him in when there are other people on the market right now that have more upside than this guy does. And you also brought in like some Malachi Fields. If I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the list of available free agents, I would take Deebo Samuels. I would take Curtis Samuels. Hell, I would take DeAndre Hopkins. Keenan Allen, to me, who was not going to leave. Keenan Allen, I think, is just not going to leave the Chargers. I think if Keenan Allen doesn't get a deal with the Chargers, he's going to retire. I would rather have them. I would rather have Sterling Shepard. Juju Schuster, I believe, is still available. I'd rather have Brandon Cooks is, I believe, still available. These are guys that can come in here and be productive and understand the role that they're going to come in and be a fourth or fifth wide receiver. And if you're a fourth and fifth wide receiver, you're going to have to play special teams and return kicks. Josh Reynolds is still available. Hunter Renfrow is still available. These are players I would rather have over Odell Beckham in a heartbeat. Not even thinking about it. There are kids out there that are much younger. Gabe Davis is still out there. Not that I bring Gabe Davis back, but he's still out there. These are people that are the venerable Alex Bachman is still available. Deebo Samuels is literally 4 years younger than OBJ. Not going out and getting a Juwan Jennings made no sense for the Giants, but I understand what they did. It made no sense football-wise, but it made sense because of the salary cap. I think they were, and I think $7 million for Juwan Jennings was a fucking steal. But even Deebo Samuels last year, 72 receptions, 727 yards, 10 yards as a catch, 5 touchdowns. It makes sense. 6 feet, 215 pounds. But it's just people don't get it. Or even the David J sports cards, or even the dangerous David Sills. Fuck yeah. There are so many other people that are available that are better than OBJ. What's up, Mr. Frazier? I'm seeing you a while. You are correct about everything you say about OBJ, but Giant fans and OBJ fans don't give a fuck. We want them to be, because this organization owes it to us, fan base. No, this organization owes us shit. You know what this organization owes us, James? And I love you, James. You know what they owe us? They owe us some wins. They owe us a playoff appearance. That's what they owe us. They don't owe us OBJ. OBJ wasn't people are sit there and pontificate about Odell Beckham Jr. and how wonderful he was for a 3-year period of time with the New York Football Giants. OBJ was the gold standard in the NFL for wide receivers. But even then you had to put up with a lot of his antics. Even then you had to put up with his the marrying the net, the pissing on the field, the Josh Norman fights, the being in the bed with the French model with the wacky cigarette. From 14 to 16, before he got injured again in 17, he was the pinnacle. He was the top of the wide receiver core. 1,300 yards, 1,400 yards, 1,300 yards, 12, 13, 10 touchdowns. After that, he had 2,000-yard seasons in 18 and 19. And then the most yards that he had was 565 yards in 2023. You literally watched his yards per game drop from 108 to 97 to 95 to 75, 64, 54, 38, 38, 38, 46. This isn't 24-year-old Odell Beckham Jr. This is a guy that is going to have to play special teams. This is a guy that's going to have to return kicks. This is a guy that's going to have to be the gunner. Back in the day, he was going to have to be the wedge breaker, but we don't do that anymore. And there are guys on the market now that have more intrinsic value to this team than this guy ever will. But it's a feel-good nostalgia story, and nostalgia stories never work. The nostalgia story never turns out the right way. It never works out. But people want to talk about it. People want to talk about this second stint. And that's what they want to talk about. Nick Foles came back. Nick Foles is a good second stint story. Fills in for Carson Wentz with the Super Bowl. Charles Woodson came back to finish his career in 2013. Nothing. Really nothing whatsoever. Shannon Sharp, same thing. Went back to Denver. Really nothing. Ezekiel Elliott came back a second time. Second stint, did nothing. You have players that are 3-stint players. Jason Taylor, legendary pass rusher, went back to the Finns 3 times, and it was not a good ending. Did anyone remember Jamie Collins? Jamie Collins with Bill Belichick. Jamie Collins came back like 1,500 times with the fucking Patriots. These second acts outside of Fran Tarkenton going back to Minnesota after he left the Giants. These second acts never work out. And we want to have these second acts with these players, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't make football sense. And Carl Banks is right. You're not going to decide this on the internet's not going to decide this. Of course not, Carl. The internet's going to decide this because that's the case. You know, Carl, you spend a lot of time on X. I love you, brother, but you spend a shit ton on X deciding things for everybody else. And I agree. It's not going to be decided on Twitter. But what I also don't agree is I think everyone is allowed to have their opinion on the situation. And if you take a look at things from a venerable football perspective and take a step back, this makes zero sense. Makes zero sense. Signing Tim would be signing me would be much worse. I think they should sign Tim OBB online Big Blue. You know I make a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Yes, bring back Corey Washington. Why not? There are other players, Brandon Cooks. All Brandon Cook does is go to teams and put up fucking 1,000-yard seasons. I'll take Diggs too. I like Debo. We need some more knuckleheads on this team. But you know what? He's a productive knucklehead. OBJ is a knucklehead, but OBJ is not a productive knucklehead. The man got suspended for PEDS, performance-enhancing drugs, to continue his career. Hasn't played in a year and a half. It'll be almost 2 years if he got to play with the Giants in September. But we want this guy. He can't beat out the guy. I'm not even 100% sure he can beat out Jalen Hyatt. And I always love it because people show him exercise. Oh, look at him exercise. Look at him running. He's running with a parachute on. Well, as soon as they have the parachute running event during NFL games, I will get excited. Until the NFL is played in a fucking straight line, I will get excited. Until then, no. It makes zero football sense. Big Mike, what's up, brother? We need to move forward and leave the past behind. OBJ isn't the answer. That's a great point. We truly need to leave the past behind. The past is what got us to our continuous failures in the present. And OBJ is a continued failure. And he shows no value. I've heard this before. We should sign him to a one-day contract and let him return a Giant. That's it. He sucked the last year he played. He did. He did. Isn't Mixon coming off like 2 ACLs, or am I wrong, dude? Yeah, I'm not. I don't want Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon, I don't know, because Joe Mixon would be the ultimate boom or bust player. You're right. Joe Mixon's always hurt, but when he is not hurt, when Joe Mixon is at his peak, and I don't know if he's going to be at his peak anymore, but when he is at his best, Joe Mixon, he's also, I think Joe Mixon's 30. He'll be 30 in July. Joe Mixon is a guy that has 5,000 yard seasons, had 2 of them in a row, missed all the 2025 after having 1,016 yards, 11 touchdowns, and having a 1,000-yard season. You would have to limit his carries. He is the ultimate boom or bust guy. I am watching a replay of the Bills-Ravens game from last year and realized we needed Derrick Henry. Yeah, you're not wrong. We do. You are 100% right on show. That leak is bringing back OBJ's board is fine by me. As long as folks treat it like a minor impact move, it will ultimately be there. Whatever Harbaugh thinks should be good with the fan base. Which I think funny, Ralph, is that you still have people in the fan base who are upset that he didn't take Caleb Downs at 10. You had a guy in Baltimore, there was this guy named Ed Reed there. You had Kyle Hamilton. You played Troy Polamalu, and John Harbaugh saying, you know what? I don't see the value of a safety at 10. I see a value at the top offensive lineman in the draft at 10. But people are still upset about that. I know I'm not. Neighbors will be fine. Don't rush him back in lineup. I agree off Broadway. I'm sure most of the chat does. I think the Giants will get their bell cow back in 2027. Rome wasn't built in a day. No, Rome was not built in a day. It's Dr. Chode for a reason. You're right. I'm watching the replay. Oh, I got to that one. Tim, thank you. Difficult to accurately analyze an injury without exam. Scar tissue center. For all we know, Neighbors could be the next Adrian Peterson comes back from an ACL tear. Or be a mere mortal. He came back in 8 months. Go to me now, man. I love how he privated his account. Who, OBJ or the Dr. Chode? Let's see here. There's also a picture of Scat at minicamp. Look like he's doing a drill, which means nothing to me because, again, unless they play drills on the field, doesn't mean anything. It's amazing how many people don't know the fucking benefits of cleanup scar tissue. Fucking brain rot media. And I love it because the scar tissue issue or injury or cleanup was done a while ago. It wasn't done like just yesterday. Nobody knew about it. Because really it's because of HIPAA considerations. It's really, and I don't understand with these injury reports sometimes in these outside injury reports, how it doesn't violate HIPAA rules, but I don't know. I'm not that bright. I blame the NFL media for making a big deal about it. I agree. Even if Neighbor's situation is the worst case scenario, what does OBJ inside change about the New York Giants football room? It brings in a distraction. That's what it changes. It brings in a distraction that this team does not need. This team does not need a nostalgia tour. What the fuck, do you think Phil Simms can come back? You still have Darius Slayton. People forget about the venerable Calvin Austin III, Darnell Mooney, Gunnar Olszewski, Malachi Fields, Jalen Hyatt, Ryan Miller, Xavier Gibson, Bo Collins, Isaiah Hodgkins. What is it going to accomplish bringing in OBJ? Whom, and I've asked this question a million times before, I'm going to ask it again. Whom has OBJ mentored? Who has OBJ taken under his venerable wing and said, I am going to make you a better player. I am going to show you how to be a professional, and I'm going to impart all my NFL wisdom upon thee, so you
shall then be the best wide receiver ever.
That's what I'm going to do. Which player has OBJ done that to? Maybe we should just be grateful that Dr. Joe didn't do the Neighbors operation. I agree with that. Absolutely. The Giants do need a real number one running back. I mean, to Joe's point, I mean, Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. There is that we're never going to forget everything. We're never going to get everything done at once. We're never going to have everything acceptable at once. You're going to need a bell cow guy. Yeah, I agree. But the problem is this. I mean, it's going to be, I can't see anyone out there right now that I'm like, oh, okay. Joe Mixon's out there. Najee Harris, the Pirates out there. I still think Austin Eckler out there still 30. Antonio Gibson, I think, is out there. If you're going to go to nostalgic, or go Nick Chubb, or Kareem Hunt, why not? The guy from the 49ers that went over to the Raiders, I Bleav, is still out there. Boo Sanders, I still think, is out there. But there's not a bell. Khalil Herbert, who was with the Bears, and I think he went over to the Jets. I Bleav he's still out there, but there's not a bell cow back. And honestly, like I said, with the offense that you were going to be running for Matt Nagy, if you take a look at the first year Matt Nagy was successful in Chicago, they had, what's his name? They had Howard and Tariq Cohen. Not big name backs. If you take a look at his 2 Super Bowl wins with the vaunted Kansas City Chiefs, whom was the running backs? We'll be fine. I agree it's for the birds. I do. But when you don't have one, sometimes having 2 is more than what you're going to need. Is anyone else excited about the schedule and the scene that we have an easier path to the playoffs? I'm not seeing this easy path to the playoffs. I'm not seeing it. I'm seeing the Cowboys and the Rams, and then I'm seeing a 4-game stretch that you better go at least 3-1. Then I see an Eagle game, and I see a Texans game. I see 2 away games. I've seen 2 losses. I see a Commanders game that you hopefully should win. I see a Jaguars game that's going to be tough. I see a 49ers game is going to be tough. I see a Seattle game is going to be tough. And then you got the Eagles and the Cowboys at the end of this. Cowboys and the Eagles at the end of the season. I'm not seeing this easy path. Because if you take a look at this from a perspective, hopefully you go 1-1 in your first 2. You take the Titans, you're 2-1. You're 3-1 against the Cardinals. You're 3-1. You're 3-2 against the Commanders. I'm not even 100% sold on the Saints game yet, but I'm going to go 4-2. You're 4-3. You're 4-4 going into the bye. So hopefully you're then 5-4. There's going to be a couple games you're going to get. You're going to be taken back by. So you're going to be 5-5 the Jaguars. I see 5-6. I see 5-7. I see 5-8. I see 6-8. And then I see you splitting the 2 games. So I see again, I still see a 7-win season. And I've tried to do the math multiple different ways, but like I said, this trying to figure out the schedule in May doesn't get you anywhere. So, I mean, it is what it is. Can't fix everything at once. You're right. You're 100% right. Let's see. Your scar tissue cleanup is so routine and not a problem. You're 100% right on that as well. What do we got here, Michael? We all love OBJ. He was one of my favorite giant wide receivers of all time, but he's not the guy anymore. OBJ is one of these guys that if you take a look at him in general, just if you compare him with the other receiving leaders of the New York Giants, I've already said this. If you go and kind of take a look at the totality of OBJ, I'm picking, if I had to pick like the top 3 wide receivers in Giant history, I would probably go Amani Toomer. Now, if we're going to go modern era, that's going to be a little different. But if I'm going to go top 3, I'm going to go Amani Toomer, Frank Gifford, and I'm going to have OBJ at 3 tied with Homer Jones. Think about this for a second, though. Frank Gifford basically had his career almost ended, and he didn't become a wide receiver or a flanker until later in his career, and still had 5,434 yards compared to OBJ's 5,476 yards. Frank Gifford averaged 14.8 yards in the 60s, which is a Herculean task, to 14 yards for OBJ. Homer Jones, who was the first Giant to have multiple 1,000-yard seasons, only played with the Giants for 5 years, had 4,854 yards, averaged 22.6 yards of reception and 35 touchdowns, compared to OBJ's 44 touchdowns in the same period of time. So if I'm looking in the annals of Giant history, I'm going to go Amani Toomer, Frank Gifford, and 3, I'm going to tie Homer Jones with OBJ. Doesn't mean I want to dig up Homer Jones and have him play for the Giants. That escalated. That happened. That did escalate quickly. But it doesn't mean that. And it's not a slight against OBJ. It's just the fact that if you're truly looking, not in just modern Giant history, but if you're just totally looking in Giant history alone, and kind of, like I said, I am a little bit of a Giant historian. He's probably third best all time for the Giants and tied with Homer Jones. And there's nothing wrong with that. I know people will be like, oh my God, how could you slide OBJ like that? Because I follow Giant football. I don't just sit there and take a look at his 3 productive seasons and go, okay, no one else is better. When in actuality, there are some players that are on par or better than OBJ. I'm not cutting Hodgins for, well, you're going to cut, you would end up cutting the likes of Jalen Hyatt. But even then, it's like, you know, the one thing I could say about Jalen Hyatt is Jalen Hyatt isn't 34 years old. Jalen Hyatt, if there was an opportunity for a feel-good resurrection story, Jalen Hyatt would be the one. I mean, not that I think that's going to happen at all, but if you're truly looking for a resurrection story, it would be Jalen Hyatt over OBJ. I think he would be the one that would get you more of a chance. And I'm like, and I'm telling you right now, there is no fucking chance. But you are going to get a chance with him better than you would with the likes of Odell Beckham. Trying to find a sound effect here, but I can't find it. Oh my God. It's just, you know, and like I said, I'm still seeing 7 wins. And like I said, that could change because you don't know how much the Giants are going to improve. You don't know how much the Giants are going to, the people in the division are going to maybe take a step back. We don't know. I can't find the quickly. Why can't I find the quickly? I found every other chat. Well, let's see here. Blood pressure, Tim. No blood pressure. It's fine. People are idiots. Trent says Eagles will win it all again this year. Besides OBJ, I don't know what that's, or the dangerous David Sills. I hardly think that guy out there better than OBJ is a tactical route runner. I don't see OBJ as a tactical route runner anymore. I don't. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the guy's going to be 34 years old. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. The guy's 34 years old. What is he going to bring to the team? And that's what I don't get what people are saying. To OBJ's credit, Hyatt needs to take the number off. Oh yeah, if Jalen Hyatt comes, if OBJ comes in, he's got to take the number off. He's got to take the number off immediately. He's got to throw. You know what? You literally, there better be no like, well, you know, I'm going to give you. You need to give me something. It's like OBJ. It's like Jalen Hyatt. Just take the fucking number off. For the love of God, just take the numbers off. Nabers, Austin Mooney, Fields, and Hodgkins all are better than him. I agree. Do we know what's the latest on Scatterboo recovery is? No, we don't have an idea what it is yet, but like I said, we'll get a better idea once we get into mandatory mini camp. It's fine. He's another one that's going to be fine. It's just going to take some time. You're going to get a little, you You're going to get a little worried about him. No, escalate that quickly. I don't have it anymore. I used to have, boy, that escalated quickly. I don't have it anymore. Tim, you are missing the point this time. Brother, we need you. We need distractions and ticket sales. OBJ, the flashback feeling. Do ticket sales really? Are you really going to?
I'm not superstitious.
Hold on. Are you really going? I mean, is he really going to sell tickets? Is anyone really going to say, I want a chance to see OBJ return a punt? Dirt looks a little like Justin Bieber. Oh, keep OBJ away from. And I love it, the fact that you got rid of OBJ at one point in time because you felt that Daniel Jones, that he was going to be a hindrance to Daniel Jones. And you got rid of him because of that. But now we're going to bring him back. OBJ says we're going to need a bigger boat. Oh, yeah. King, what's up, King? Says, let's not forget we've won Super Bowl MVPs if he didn't get injured. So the other guy, we had nothing to do. The other guy who won the Super Bowl MVP had nothing to do with it. OBJ harkens back to better times of Giant fans. His presence now would just water down the wide receiver room. Can I ask what are better times? We made the playoffs once with OBJ. Everyone loves the catch, but does anyone remember we lost the catch game? And the one playoff game he had with the Giants, he dropped the first touchdown against the Packers, which could have been a game changer. Because after Sterling Shepard dropped the second touchdown, the whole fucking wheels went off the bus. So what better times? You have a point with former players coming back. It just the second act when former players never works. John Harbaugh outside of Fran Tarkenton. John Harbaugh is going to be a different direction. OBJ isn't the superstar he was. He's been retired for after the Super Bowl. If we're being honest, OBJ won't sell tickets. He won't. I'm not going to buy a ticket to go see OBJ. Hell will freeze over before John Mara brings back Joe OBJ. The only way OBJ comes back is to sign a one-day contract to retire as a Giant like Osio Mayor did. Fans want a second act until the guy flames out. And I don't know what else to say about this, but second acts never work out. We pointed out this fact that second acts really never work out. We just went through the lineage in NFL history about second acts. Knucklehead is a sliding scale. You better production. More knucklehead, you can tell. Well, that's the thing. That's actually a great point.
Do you know who I am?
See, still can't find it. The knuckleheadedness.
Behold!
I'm trying to figure out. I'm still looking for that one. Here we go, just for everyone.
I am McLovin.
There we go. I'm still trying to find.
Okay, well, check.
I got that.
But I don't want to be
We got a pirate.
Yes.
That's Mean and Evil, Icy Heart, Smoke. I still love this one.
I agree. It's completely unprofessional, Dick.
Lou, can I ask you to please put out your cigarette?
No, I like to smoke when I drink.
Bring back little Jordan Humphreys. Why not? Tim, you got to stay off X. It's ruining your mental health. I'm off X now. I can't because then there's this other one, this Nikki Geist, whatever. She is just something else. She blames everyone for everything else, but the fact that she doesn't have talent and never had a podcast that was ever successful. And I pointed that out to her when she was pontificating on X about how she's going to do all these big things. And she calls me a dick because she's like, which is probably true, but she's like, well, you know what? Why can't this community just come together? Oh, dear fucking Lord. Cry me a river. What's up, Big Slider? It wasn't an Achilles. It was a mysterious foot injury. He just wanted out of Houston. Was that Joe Mixon? I didn't know that. Giants did enough for wide receiver depth. And that's the thing. The Giants. Giants did enough.
stupid.
Oh, wait, we still have it.
Stupid giant Twitter post.
Oh, my God, we still have it.
That's when I thought I was out. They pulled me back in.
Am I supposed to just turn my back?
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time.
To put that evil on me.
Know what the difference is?
Still can't find it. It's
All right, explain this to me like I'm a 2-year-old, okay? Because
I'm gonna find it.
Did you say?
ever notice how you come across somebody once in a while that you shouldn't have fucked with?
I'm gonna find. Make sure you hit the like button. Good morning, Tim. Go Giants. Let's see here. Cry Nabby. Okay, what's a cry Nabby? If you're gonna be insulting, can I give you a little word of advice? Can I give you a little tiny word of advice if you're gonna insult people? Fucking get the spelling right. You want to insult somebody?
Yellow makes me sad, I think.
That's interesting. You know what makes me sad? You do! Maybe we should chug on over to Mamby-Pamby land where maybe we can find some self-confidence for you, you jackwagon!
Try spelling right. Try spelling correctly. If you're only using 4-letter words, get the spelling right. I'm just going to throw that out because you want to know why?
This sucks and it's horseshit, but I'm too polite to say anything because I'm a class act.
Rome wasn't built in a day, but Joe Shane is in charge. He had 2 press conferences to tell us he was. It's his 5th year. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, brother. OBJ is washed. Leave his ass on the unemployment. There you go. Mentor on how not to pass a drug test. Hey-oh. Hit that like button. We need to be fast, tough, younger, not old, washed up, and needy.
Worry about your own game.
I'm
only
sure.
there to keep you busy.
Yeah, there we go.
So you beat that.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll think
Your shower shoes have fun.
you are a.
I don't know.
There isn't anything for you here.
We're here because you're looking for the.
I don't want to tell him. How are you? Get your hand off me, Mario.
Now I don't know
You want answers? I think.
And you will respect my authority.
Give me the honey.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
No. Bon voyage. Have a great time.
There's still some juice in these legs, Nick.
I'm still thinking there's got to my sound effect's still got to be there. John Marin dumped OBJ in his prime. OBJ is not coming back except to retire as a Giant on a 1-day contract. Hello, Hirsch for real. What's up, brother? Giants don't need depth guys at wide running back. They only need a true bell cow. Adding anything else is pointless. As I said earlier, this will be addressed in 2027.
What's that? Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Zach says, I feel like the Giants scored 8-8 is more realistic, but to make the playoffs, it just comes cement Harbaugh as a great hire. Listen, if he makes the playoffs, I mean, if he makes the playoffs, I mean, that's just.
In one voice. Who's he?
Uh-oh. I'm still looking.
Player to player. Pimp to pimp.
I only have 133 sound effects to go through. Let's see how the 53-man roster shakes out before making any predictions. I agree. Can we at least have our first preseason game? No way Hyatt is making this team this year. Like I said, if you want a reclamation project, the best one that you can have this year is not Odell Beckham Jr. coming back, is Jalen Hyatt becoming a productive NFL player. We all know that's not going to happen, but that would be the person that we need to wait. We're still talking about OBJ, James. Yes, brother. OBJ is not over Victor Cruz. I don't give a damn what the stats say. Impact matters, kids. OBJ had 1 playoff appearance. We saw how that worked with the Giants. It's Tim's fault. It is my fault. OBJ caught everything thrown his way and led the NFL in yak consistently. He's over Victor Cruz, if we're just being honest. In the biggest games, BP, in the biggest games, are the biggest game of an NFL season, which is the playoffs. And I think, regular season stats are great, but in the annals of Giants history, in the biggest on the biggest stage, who was better? Because Victor Cruz's best season was far and above, which was in 2011, which was a Super Bowl year, was far and above OBJ's best season. 1,536 yards, 18.7 yards a catch. And he only started. This is what's crazy that people don't get about 2011 with Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz only started 7 games in 2011 and slid over 1,500 yards. And he didn't shit the bed in the playoffs. Does anyone remember? Because we want to talk about shit in the bed in the playoffs. OBJ shit the bed. Victor Cruz in that 49er overtime win where we thought Eli Manning died. 10 receptions, 142 yards for 14.2 yards. In the Super Bowl, 4 receptions, 25 yards, yes, but also a touchdown. In that playoff run in 2011, he had 21 receptions, 269 yards, 12.8 a reception for 70 yards a game. OBJ shit the bed in Green Bay. There's not much else to say. It's called an opinion. I agree, Slider. It is an opinion. By the way, to wrap up the OBJ debate, how many other wide receiver needy teams have thrown their hat in the OBJ ring? Answer 0, none. OBJ played Eli Manning on live TV, sitting next to the worm of rap, Lil Wayne. Why do you all want him back? Sterling, I agree. Sterling Shepard's available.
You smiling?
I can't find. Now I forgot what sound effect I'm even looking for. Oh, here we go. It's Kayvon.
Mount up.
Let's see here.
You was serious?
I'm still looking.
That ain't no woman.
He didn't. And I'm not your.
No, that's for Dom. I don't know.
OnePlus.
Oh my God, where are we at here? Anthony from Fireside Giants had us going 13-4 with us losing to the Rams, the Eagles, Cowboys, and Texans. That's why he's Chode Sports. Or no, he's not Chode Sports. Let's see here. Dude, OBJ, please don't come back. I remember, Tim. James Williams says, let's not forget he dropped every damn pass Eli threw to him in the Green Bay playoff game, dropped the first touchdown in the game, wide open. OBJ is old, broke down, 34 years old, irrelevant since 2019.
What's in the? I need you.
I'm still looking.
Little hand says it's time to rock and roll.
Well, we got a lot of sound effects. I'm still looking. Let's see here. Nikki Gibbs looks like she left the poll and is trying to be legit. Listen, I'm not putting down anybody. I'm just saying, is this the same person that's like, I have all this breaking news, I just can't tell you any of it. I have all this detailed information, I just can't tell you any of it. If you're going to be a podcaster or someone like that, and then she's like, the Giants are so mad at me, they hate me. Really? Have you fucking heard things I've said about the Giants on this channel? I've talked to people in the Giants organization. All right. And you're upset because you think they're upset with you because you think you, who is nobody, has the Giants upset about that. The Giants are upset with you because you're nobody. And you do multiple podcasts that fail considerably every single time. There might be a reason. Just throwing that out. There might be a reason. What's up, Charlie? What's up, brother? What a loser. You allowed to have an opinion. Not all Giant fans think alike. If we all thought alike, we would be like Chode Sports. Merry New Year. I have Merry New Year summer, but I lost. I'm still looking for one sound effect. But you know what's funny? I don't even remember what sound effect that I'm looking for.
It was great, huh?
This is gonna great.
I don't even remember what sound effect I'm
on me.
I don't even remember what sound effect. Oh, here we go. I found it.
Boy,
That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Okay, so you know what? Let's do this. Let's do a preset on the key. Let's put the preset because it only took me an hour to find it. I don't remember how to set a key. Oh, assign a hotkey. Okay, we do that. And then we hit this button here. We do that. Okay. And so now we do this. And
what is wrong? Boy.
There we go. We got to work.
Escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Listen, man. Listen, Off-Broadway. I'm a professional. Look, I got it labeled now. I got one. We're going for one. Did you mean neighbors? I don't know. Yeah, I'm a crybaby. I'm a crybaby. But Tim has excellent hair. Always do. Let's see. Maybe the rain must fall. Listen, if you're going to insult somebody, I mean, I swear to God, if you're going to insult someone with a 4-letter word and it's not fuck, you should at least try to spell it right. You should give it a shot to spell it right. James Williams, where are you? Come on down, James. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, James. James, come on down. I put the link in the chat. Oh, why does everyone want OBJ? Kenny G is younger. And we have a better sound effect for this for Kenny G. There you go, Off-Broadway. Nailed it.
72 million. Not worth it, as you can plainly see.
Kenny G's another one stole money from us and didn't even use a fucking gun. Good off day, Broadway. Let's hear it after that. Tim is definitely not a crybaby. Definitely is a cry Navy. Navy. I got so much love for you. Let's see. Slashes. I'm literally looking at the dictionary and there's no Navy in the world. Yeah, I mean, when you're going to insult someone, just I like maybe our new OC, Matt Navy. It sounds like turning the radio dial back in the day. Yeah, I know. I got the sound effect though. It's actually funny though. As I was trying to find the sound effect, I forgot what sound effect I was even looking for. So I just had it in that mind. So what did I miss? I just woke up late. Well, you didn't really miss much. Let's see your tennis players talking football. Yeah, that's true. I'm 56 and I can be timed with a sundial doing the 40. I would only be one good spot behind OBJ on the depth chart. John says the irony for OBJ never having a better season with any other quarterback than Eli Manning. Be careful what you ask for because sometimes you actually may get it. So John, if I'm a Giant fan, I'm reading this and I'm going to read into this. So Eli's coming back. No, I'm just joking. No, I hear what you're saying, but I'm just literally saying with Odell Beckham Jr. OBJ, everyone has this nostalgia for OBJ, but on the biggest game, on the biggest stage in the playoffs for the Giants, OBJ, 11 targets. 4 receptions for 28 yards. And 3 drops. Okay. And he didn't get back to the playoffs until 2021 on a pre-built Ram team. But when it counted the most, 4 receptions, 28 yards, 7 yards of reception, and he dropped the first touchdown in the end zone before Sterling Shepard dropped the second one. So the nostalgia factor for me for OBJ outside of the catch, and which most people forget, we lost that game. We didn't win that game. Does anyone want to go back and talk about the Giants' record with Odell Beckham Jr. compared to the likes of Victor Cruz? Do we want to talk about that, or do we just kind of want to skip over that? Dave Gettleman, lol, and old mayor regime with Kenny G. Navy, stick your head in gravy. Joe, that's a funny one. Let's see. Your slider says Giants need to sign me. I do one-handed catches all day long. What are you wearing, a tie?
What's going on, players?
Men in black. Galaxy Defenders. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. Come on.
Oh, you want me to hit the Men in Black on you?
Just say, I make this look good.
Oh yeah, you already know, man. Come on, man.
Look fresh. Where are you going?
Oh man, it's actually a sadder affair, man. I'm going to my mother's grave for the first time since she passed. But you know, it is what it is. On a happier note.
Well, way to make me feel like a dick.
It's all good, brother. She passed a while ago. You know, it's just sometimes you got to take some time to, you know.
No, I understand that. I definitely understand that. But you do look good, though.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me take these shades off.
I actually like the shades on. So what are you gonna tell us? Well, before anything, because I am a professional.
You know what the difference is between you and me? I make this look good.
There you go. Someone said I wasn't a professional.
So with the whole OBJ thing, man, I feel bad for OBJ because I'll say this: if he doesn't make a team this year, it's over. It's a wrap.
Don't you think it's already over, though? Don't you think he was only suspended 5 games last year for Pete's? He didn't play at all last year.
Right, but he's 30. You said 33, right?
He'll be 34 in November.
Yeah, it's a wrap. It's done. It's over. I mean, if he makes a team, he has a chance. But even if he makes a team, it's probably over because he's not going to be a number 1, 2, or 3 receiver.
Do you see? And this is what I try to point out to Carl Banks. Do you see OBJ returning punts?
Not at this stage of his career.
Do you see him on kickoff coverage?
Nope.
Do you see him returning kickoffs?
Nope.
So we're going to bring in a 34-year-old wide receiver as our 4th and 5th wide receiver that doesn't do anything that a 4th and 5th wide receiver is supposed to do for nostalgia. That's what fans and certain people want. Not you.
It's the Giants' way. No,
not anymore.
Right, not anymore.
Not anymore. We've gone a different direction in its totality.
Yeah, I mean, my bigger concern, and it's not really a big concern, but it's just something I didn't realize was that Nabers had torn his meniscus.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
Well, a meniscus tear is not an invasive. I tore my meniscus and my mid meniscus. It's not an invasive surgery. Even back when I did it, it's basically. I'm looking at my own knee. It's basically 4 dots. It's a microfiber surgery. They don't. It's not an invasive surgery. There's literally 4. You have 4 pinholes around your knee, and they go in and repair the meniscus. A mid meniscus and a meniscus tear should only take 4 to 12 weeks to heal.
Well, what did you have, a full tear or did you have a partial tear?
Oh, I fucked everything up the last time. They took my patella tendon and made it my ACL.
Did you tear your meniscus?
I tore my meniscus and my mid meniscus twice.
Jesus. Do you have arthritis in your knees at all?
Yeah. I go to these events and things. I go to Giant games. I have these black stockings. They're not compression hoses, but they're these things that go up down from your knee to your ankle. And I use that so I don't get clots because of the fact that I have so many fucked up things on my knees.
No doubt. Yeah, I mean, I've had some experience dealing with meniscus tears, not myself, but, you know, like I said, I'm a personal injury attorney, so, you know, clients. And from my understanding, what up, Big James?
What up, Stone?
Yeah, look at him, man. Look at him. But he's going to his mother's grave, so don't make any comments. I already made that mistake.
Oh, shout out Mama Stone.
I appreciate you. But yeah, man, I'm just saying that my experience with meniscus tears is that if it's a partial tear, it's not that bad.
No.
But if it's a full tear, that could be not a major problem, but it could be a problem down the road.
It's a problem it'll be not for a professional athlete who's 23 years old or 22 years old. It should not be a problem. Now the ACL is what's more of the issue. I mean, the ACL was a partial tear, it wasn't a complete tear. Meanwhile, back in Queens, I like it. I like it. And so it wasn't so at least it wasn't a complete. I mean, it just, I don't know. People are getting all excited and antsy about nothing in reference to Malik Nabers. He had a clean-out procedure, and he had it like a month ago. He didn't just have it. And that's why I don't get with people like it's like it was a fucking month. It was over a month ago. They didn't tell me.
My concern is only with him. Like, I don't want them to rush him. That's my only thing. Like, if he can't come back week 1, just let him come back when he's ready, man. Like, don't rush this shit.
No, I agree. I'm with you right there, man.
You know what my concern is?
Getting hit by
Stone.
a meteor.
If Klay Thompson broke up with Meg Thee Stallion, does that mean she's available? Because I'm not gonna lie, we're not talking about anything today.
Where's Brian? If that happens, where's Brian McKnight?
Well, Brian's off the market unless he's gonna jump ship again. Oh,
I was gonna say, what if he jumps ships again? And then there's 3 Brian McKnight Jr.
Then I think he's gonna need an injury lawyer like Stone, because I don't think the second wife is gonna take him jumping ship for another ship.
Looking sharp.
It just depends if this is a family bred of sin, then he can start again. That's what it's about with him.
Oh, now we're rhyming it. Okay. I'm gonna let you go because it's your day today. I'm gonna let that go.
We're gonna let it slide today. This is just for today because of what you're going and where you're doing right now. So we're just gonna let that. Okay. We're just gonna.
Yo, Stone, Kevin Hart jump ship too. That's what we're gonna call it. I'm gonna have a boat full of the jump shippers. Brian McKnight is captaining it, and Kevin Hart is at the start.
That roast was crazy.
It was pretty good. I like Pete Davidson on the roast. I'll say that.
Aren't we supposed to be talking about the Giants here, guys?
There's nothing to talk about. Let me just say this real quick. Snowpiercer. Shout out to Mama Stone. Shout out to everybody's mom out there. Shout out to Tiffany. Shout out to everybody. Yo, if you want OBJ back on this team, go play in traffic because you're getting in the way. Seriously, I can't believe on a beautiful Sunday, I'm still a little drunk and high, and I get up, and what's the first thing I hear? We should bring OBJ back. Oh, his stats were so good. Oh, he did the one-hand catch on national TV. Oh, look at his hair. Oh, look at all the cool stuff he did. Get the hell out of here. What are you guys talking about? Stone had to put on the goddamn Men in Black shades. Damn it. What are we doing out here? I wish I could neuralize half of you fools to be like, oh, you like OBJ? OBJ was never here. You never heard of him. Bam! Mind warp. What are you guys talking about? OBJ was better than Victor Cruz for us? OBJ was better than Plaxico Burress? What in the flying flamingo are you birds talking about?
The playoffs, no. In the regular season.
I don't care about stats. I'm talking overall, Tim. Fuck all that shit, and I love you. Fuck all that shit. Was OBJ better for us than Victor Cruz or Plaxico Burress? No.
No. Not in 2011 or 2007, no.
So then we don't need him back. Holy crap. Why y'all are sitting up here dying on this hill and nobody's going to put flowers on your grave? Oh, my God. Sorry, Stone. Bad reference. I'm just saying. Holy crap. I can't believe we're talking about this still. The guy got on national TV sitting next to the ugliest rapper I've ever seen and trashed our quarterback. Trashed him. And you guys want to bring him back? What the hell did he do here? Stats? That's where, I forgot. We're in the Drake world of everything. So stats matter over everything. It's quantity over quality. I get it. We're in the social media age. Guess what? I was born in the 80s, bitches. I don't give a fuck about stats.
All right,
Sorry.
So I got a question for y'all. When was the last good season Odell Beckham Jr. had?
The true, I mean, everyone's gonna say the Rams season, and that was even a half a season, so that was 2021.
And it's
even
2026.
Though technically in 2023 he had 30 more yards, but 2 less touchdowns, but a longer catch per reception. Yards per reception. But I'm going to say best season is 2021. Truly, his best season would be 2019 with the Cleveland Browns.
2019? Stone, what year is it?
26.
Holy crap, that's 7 years ago. Holy crap, me mateys. That's almost a decade ago. Shiver me timbers.
He's 33. That means he was 26. It's a big difference.
He'll be 34 in November. In 19 because he gets his birthday's in November, so he finished the season in 19 at 27.
What are we talking about? That's all we got to talk about? Let me tell you something, guys. This is how good things are going in the Giants sphere. We got a new coach. We got new staff. Third half of the roster is new. We actually made some good picks. Things seem to be trending. We're so used to being in the mud. We got to have some bullshit to talk about. OBJ, of all the Giants, I'd rather bring Antonio Pierce back as a defensive coach. OBJ. I wish I had some sunglasses like Stone. Here, let me hide my face too.
Hey, brothers, I gotta get going. I gotta get to this, But
Hi, my friend.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all have a great Sunday, man, and go GMEN.
There you go.
You too, bro.
Have yourself a good Sunday, man. Oh my God, I can't believe you made a joke and it turned out he was going to his mother's grave. What the hell's wrong with you?
What do you mean? I said bad reference, but it's the same.
No, that was me before you even came on.
Oh,
that's me before you came on. So you're not worried about OBJ?
I'll be honest, I'm in such a good, the Mets won yesterday. I got to walk around looking at all the people, pinstripes hanging kind of low. We're moving in a good direction. It's like OBJ
26, 7 games over 500 now.
I just don't get we always have to find some crap to talk about in this fan base instead of just being happy and be the ship is moving forward. It's moving. The sales is up.
Finally.
The sales is up. Captain Harbaugh's out there. The people they're swapping the deck. Things is good, and the Sharks, the Dolphins is following the boat, and and what do we want to do? We want to talk about OBJ, a guy who didn't even help us win. We didn't win while he was here, except for the 1 year, and that's because of the defense. And then in the biggest game of his Giant career, as Timmy said, he wet the bed. He wet the bed. Oh, and you talk about leadership. His idea of leadership is, hey, guys, before we go play in the frozen tundra, let's go down to Florida. Let's go down to Florida and take pictures in Tim's on a boat. I wish his ass would have slipped off and went, oh, God, I fell in the water because I'm on Tim's on a boat. And you want to bring that genius back here to do more math. Okay. I guess I'm crazy. I guess I'm the crazy one here. Ooh.
Yes. Oh, don't forget to hit the like button.
Holy crap. Holy crap, you guys.
We got to get up to at least 50 likes before James has an embolism.
Holy crap. I did not think I'd have to bring the angry black man. I'm actually in a good mood, but I had to sit here for Tim for an hour to talk about OBJ. And then all you guys have is, well, look at his stats. Look at it. When you have to go to stats, all you Drake fans, you've already lost the battle. Numbers don't mean everything in sports or life. Jeff Bezos is one of the richest men in the world. Guess what? His wife still left him. Come on, man. You can have, it doesn't matter. We're in this country, we're so caught up on numbers. Numbers, except the numbers that matter. He didn't catch a touchdown in the playoff game.
Only had 2 receptions in the playoff game.
Holy crap. That's right, Joe. I ain't even have a chorus yet. It pisses me off bothering Tim with this crap. on a beautiful Sunday. What's wrong with what the hell? Word, AG, word, blood pressure, right? God damn it. OBJ, that's what we're going to bring out the pitchforks for OBJ. We're banging at the king's door to bring back OBJ. Guys, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Everything is actually going in the right direction and you want to bring it back. Let's go backwards. We're so used to going backwards. Let's just go backwards.
I
No more OBJ talk this week. Drop that shit like a bad habit. Find something else to harp on. Seriously. I'd rather talk about how come the New York Giants don't have cheerleaders. Dallas Cowboys have cheerleaders. Why don't we have cheerleaders? Let's talk about OBJ, Tim.
How come we don't?
What number should we give OBJ, Tim? What great Giant should we unretire and give him his number?
Well, we can't entire Tom Flaherty because we gave that one to.
That's right. Damn it.
Maybe he can wear 56.
Hey, let's take Amani Toomer out of the Ring of Honor and give him 81. What the hell are y'all talking about? I'm going to see my brother tomorrow. I'm in a good mood. I don't want to talk about this fool no more. The $100 million isn't enough. You want to bring that math whiz here? Holy crap. Ride, unicorn, ride. Jesus. Anyway, there we go. Ride, unicorn, ride. We talking about OBJ. The Mets won. We got a Subway Series going on. The Knicks is about to go to the finals, and we talking about OBJ. Sound like some outdated juice. No, leave him on the shelf in Aldo. The hell? Joe, what are we talking about out here? What are we? OBJ on this beautiful Sunday? Anybody talking about OJ? Get out the chat. Go somewhere else. Go to another stream. I ain't going front. Get the hell out of here today. I can't do it. I love my brother Tim. He's been real nice. He's been super positive. Not today. Get out of here. Holy crap. I can name 5 other podcasts I would love to sit up for an hour and talk about all the benefits of bringing back OBJ, all the great things he's going to bring. Ooh, the ghost of what was and never will be. What is wrong with you people? Oh my God. I can't believe this shit. No, we don't have cheerleaders. Let's talk about something that matters to at least most of the men in here. Shout out to all the ladies out there. We don't have cheerleaders. I'd rather talk about that than OBJ. Why don't we have cheerleaders? We can't afford them.
Don't the Jets still have cheerleaders? Isn't that the flight squad?
They got the damn flight squad. They got the spirits. We ain't got nothing. But we want to bring back OBJ. Let me ask y'all a question. You rather have OBJ back or some cheerleaders? At least I have something to watch when the commercial goes. No, you rather have OBJ so he can sit there and tell Hyatt, yeah, man, I was in the darkness too. Because, I'm light-skinned and soft. So, I know how to get out of the darkness. Just follow me. I'll lead you there. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, really good role. Some of you don't know what a good role model is. Holy crap. Holy crap. I feel bad for y'all. I thought I had a rough childhood. You know what? Nah, it was pretty damn good. Holy crap. OBJ. Yes. Yes. I escaped from my pimp, but I'm going to go back. Yes. I'm going to run back to the pink Cadillac where I was abused. Yes. What the fuck? What are we talking about?
Cheerleaders.
What are we talking about? And then like the one dude in the chat said, there is no other team talking about him. Do you want to know why, kids? Because nobody wants him. Nobody wants him. And do you know the only reason why he's talking to us is because we're the Giants and Harbaugh's here. That's it. He's hoping for one last hurrah because $100 million is not enough. Where's your loyalty? The guy trashed the greatest quarterback in franchise history on live TV.
That I don't get still to this day.
Let me tell y'all something. If we go to this event tomorrow and Brian Burns goes, "Hey Tim, you're an idiot," you think I'm going to stand there and go, "Oh my God, I can't believe he said that"? No, we're going to get kicked out because I'm going to rush the stage and I'm going to be like, "I'm going to show you how you tackle."
Well, listen,
where's your loyalty?
Brian Burns did a good job tackling last year.
I don't care. It's just proving the point. Loyalty. Where is it? Loyalty. Some of you have none. Your blood is blue. Did you know that, kids? It's not red. It's blue. Where's your loyalty? OBJ? I can't believe we're talking about this fuckface. I'm sorry. OBJ. And Tim is like, well, if you bring up the stats, fuck the stats. I can come on.
I am just telling you what people are going to tell you.
Yeah, I know. Some people think we should bring back slavery. I know. Everybody has an opinion. I know. The earth is flat. I know. Bring OBJ back so the earth cannot be flat again. What the hell? What the hell? What the flying hell? OBJ? I swear to God.
So
I'm sorry.
So I just want to make sure we have this correct.
I'm sorry.
I just want to make sure we have this correct because I'm not sure we have the full point. So you don't want to bring him back?
You know what? Is he? You know what he could do? He can hand out the mimosas and sign autographs.
I'm not even sure he can hand out the mimosas.
You want to know why? Because he drink them all. This guy said $100 million is not enough, and you want to bring him back just for his pure stupidity. Damn, you fumbled $100 million. All right, you know what? Serious question.
Yeah, serious question.
How much money for all the losers who want to bring him back? What contract should Harbaugh, not the coffee getter, Harbaugh, and the lady, I forgot her name, sorry,
Dawn,
give OBJ? Thank you, Dawn. What realistic contract do you think they will put on the table for OBJ if they were even seriously thinking about bringing him back?
Well,
Somebody got it. I'll shut up for 5 minutes.
You can't give him more than a veteran minimum if you brought him back.
Is he going to play for that? Mr. $100 million is not enough. Come on, man. OBJ? OBJ? That's the hill we're dying on. Hamburger Hill of OBJ. No, not today, kids.
Good movie, though.
Not today, kids. OBJ. I'm watching Tim. I'm waking up. I'm like, what is he talking about? And then the guy's like, you know what you're talking about, man. OBJ was the greatest receiver we ever had. He was the greatest receiver ever to put on a Giants uniform. Huh?
I would still take Monty Toomer, Frank Gifford, and I would have OBJ third with Homer Jones.
Hey, guess what, kids? As great as the OBJ catch was, the Mario Manningham catch was better and more impactful. How about that?
Well, we won that game. We won the Mario Manningham game.
I'm just saying, the guy made a great catch in the Super Bowl. We're talking about a Sunday night game that we lost.
Why do people seem to forget that we lost that game?
And then you know what's crazy, Tim? A year after that, every goddamn receiver in the league was making one-handed catches. It wasn't special anymore. Damn. It's like these ugly Tesla trucks. Like the first guy with it, yes, you were special because you were the first one with that ugly piece of crap. Then next week when everybody had that ugly box car, that thing is ugly as hell. I don't care. It's a Tesla. What the hell are we doing here? What is he going to do here? Hey, Hyatt, let me help you. Hey, Slayton, let me help you. You think he's going to help them? I just don't understand. I'm sorry. I can't. And people were really making arguments for this. OBJ. Ride, unicorn, ride.
So we just have to make it clear you're not a fan of OBJ returning.
I didn't like that nigga that much when he was here. How about that? I don't like the pretty light-skinned dude who doesn't follow the rules, who thinks he's special, who's never been punched in the face. I bet you if he got punched in the face, he wouldn't have been pissing on the field and taking off his helmet and running around and, yeah, I scored a touchdown. You didn't stop me. Yeah. You want to bring that guy back? You know what Victor Cruz, when he throws touchdown? Hey, that's it, baby. I ain't got to piss on the floor and do all this crap, and that's just embarrassing. God damn. I know you light skin, but toughen up. Toughen up. It's a cold world out here. $100 million is not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. My bad, off Broadway. I'm sorry. See, I'm going off on tangents. I'm telling you.
Sorry.
No, I would not be wearing the OBJ or the Daniel Jones jersey. No. Oh, you like those bags? You like those bags? Word. Oh, for all you Yankee fans. Hey, Yankees.
There you go.
Ha ha. We talking about OBJ. Come on, man. Hey, let's talk about turf versus grass. I'd rather talk about turf versus grass.
We actually did that last week.
Oh, you did? Ah, shit. Oh, well, we did that already, kids. Sorry. What are we talking about?
We did that last week.
Oh, my God. I'm going to have to pop one of Tim's gummies. You guys are so crazy. This fan base is I thought Jets fans were bad. I think we're right next to them, just for different reasons. OBJ? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I'm done. I'm calming down now. It's coming back. Snowpiercer! The piercer of snow.
Listen, I think Snowpiercer went out the window a long time.
Jesus Christ. It's just, I just don't get it. It's like, hey, Spano, tell me something about Malachi Fields I didn't know. Somebody could tell me, what is his dog's name? I'd rather hear about that than bringing back OBJ. What are we talking about? Odell Beckham Jr.? That guy was not a giant great. He was not. My God. Sorry. I'm just like, everything is good. Like, Tim's been bad, positive, and you guys were like, well, I think he could help this receiver core. You do?
Well,
okay.
You missed it. Someone tried to insult me by calling me a crybaby.
Oh, is that? I missed all the I thought they were talking about neighbors. I didn't get that. I missed that part.
Someone decided to try to insult me by calling me a crybaby, and I said, if you're gonna fucking insult me, at least spell the 4-letter word correctly, unless it was fuck. So I was like, so that was the rule of the day. If you're gonna insult me, at least spell the 4-letter word right.
Well, you know what happened with that. He was sitting there going, "Oh yeah, you're talking about me, you son of a gun." Send. Oh damn it! I put the N instead of the B. Because I can't spell, because I don't read. Because I want to bring OBJ back. OBJ, get it? OB. You left out the B, you son of a biscuit. Damn it, that guy. We're going to bring that guy back. The guy who wants to be celebrated for the sake of being celebrated. That guy was not a team player. The hell is wrong? Do you guys know? How old were some of you when he was here? Do you not remember? Go pull up the interview with Josina Anderson.
Oh,
go pull it up.
I forgot about that one.
It's on ESPN. It's on YouTube, kids. Soon as the church session here is over in the Colt, go back on YouTube, type in OBJ Lil Wayne, Josina Anderson, and watch what he says about New York and Eli Manning. And you want to bring that? Some of you are the type. Your ex will break up with you, tell you you're not that good. She's moving on. She's got a new man, a new dog, a new house, and then you're still hitting her in the DMs because that's what I'm trying to hit her up. She's got me blocked, but I want her back. She don't want you. It's over. Holy crap. This guy only wants to come back here because he wants money. He doesn't love the Giants. Wake up. He could have stayed. When she asked him directly, hey, do you see a future here in New York? The freaking worm went. And then he looked at the other worm, Lil Wayne, and then both worms went. Ee! Eli Manning is our GOAT. You don't let nobody disrespect the GOAT. Are you crazy? Where's your loyalty, you chumps? Some of you are shark bait. I swear to God, I put you in a fucking white bucket and throw you right in the water. Bang! Get out of here. That's what I start calling some of you chum. You're chum. That's what I start calling you losers in the Giant sphere. You're chum. Put you in a white bucket. Come down here, shovel some of this shit. Bang! Enough. The ship is headed in the right direction. We have a lot to look forward to. I'm actually excited. Stop going back in the past for trauma and drama. Leave it alone. It's over. We're moving forward, Captain. Light speed. Make it so.
And I'd like to say that this Angry Black Man rant has been brought to you by Colt 45, the number one malt liquor.
FanDuel.
It's for Colt 45.
I'm just saying, it's a beautiful Sunday. It's nice. And I gotta wake up and y'all are talking about OBJ. You're lucky we weren't like in person in a bar. I swear to God, I would have ran in there and been like, "What the hell is going on in here?" Shots for everybody. Everybody, shut up and just drink. Let it go. It's over. He's not coming. How about that? I'm gonna tell you like kids at Christmas. Guess what, kids? He's not real. Ooh, he's not coming. There's no fat man in the suit.
So you say he's not.
So anyway, Tim, how are you?
So he's not coming, is what you're saying, James? Please, this is the Waffle House.
Oh, word, AG, you already know how it go down in the Waffle House. Everybody can get it. Cooks is coming out the back. What are we doing? OBJ? OBJ, Tim? We're still talking about this guy? No more this week. No more. Leave it to be for a week. No questions about OBJ. I'd rather you ask about Hyatt, the guy who's actually on the team.
There you go. So you'd
rather have Hyatt with no production and Slayton with no hands. Hey, guess what, buddy? In the last 5 years, Slayton has had a better football career than OBJ.
Yep.
Or 4 years?
Last 5 years.
Slayton has had a better career than OBJ. Slayton has actually helped us get to the playoffs. No matter what you think of it, it's just a fact. That's a fact. When OBJ helped us get to the playoffs, what did he do? What's his name? Still back 82. So you're old enough to know. What did OBJ do when he got to the biggest game of his career?
With the Giants.
What did he do?
Drop the ball.
And then just for argument's sake, what the hell did he do when he was in Cleveland? What the hell did he do that was so special there? Oh, his daddy had to come to his defense. His daddy. You want to bring a guy back whose daddy, his poppy, had to go out and defend him against the big bad quarterback, Baker, because he wasn't throwing him the ball. That's who you want to bring back. Because his poppy had to stand up for him. That's who you want? That's who your hero is?
Yes, no, actually, Sterling Shepard dropped a touchdown, but OBJ dropped the first touchdown. And the OBJ drop was much more.
Wait, hold on, stop, Tim, stop. Hold on. I got this today, brother. Sorry, I love you. So we're going to compare OBJ, the greatest Giants receiver ever, to Sterling Shepard?
Well, evidently, yes.
So because Sterling Shepard and Old Man Cruz dropped the ball, it's okay to let OBJ drop the ball too? Okay. So if everybody else runs in the street and plays in traffic, you're going to follow them? Okay. It doesn't matter what the other receivers did. We're talking about your boy. Your boy.
And he dropped the first one, and he dropped it basically wide open.
Huh?
We're gonna say it. He dropped the first pass, OBJ, and he was wide open.
Tell me two things OBJ did great here, Mac, and then I'll let it go. Just tell me two things he did great here. Tell me two.
Oh, I got two. The catch, and the other thing he did that was great with the French model.
She probably wasn't even French.
Allegedly, she was. I don't know.
Please. Tell me two great things, OBJ. And we got to stop bringing up the catch. There's about 10, 15 receivers who did a one-handed catch after him. It's not that special anymore. Okay, he's not. All right, my bad, bro. You didn't say he's the greatest. But tell me two things. Two.
Now I'm going to make you mad again. Here we go. Because I love it. We're comparing an 11-5 playoff game season with this.
With what? All right, I'm done. I'm not wasting the oxygen. No. You just said Slayton has no hands. If I have no hands, then I can't catch the ball. So forget Slayton. What did OBJ do? Give me two things that was so great while he was here. Just two. And anybody, you want to throw him a lifeline in the chat? Help him out, because he's drowning. Tell me two. Just two. Seriously. My God. Two.
They had one winning season.
Because of the defense. Nothing? Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm going to give you this one. You're going to love this one.
So he did. So he basically did what he was supposed to do. He caught the ball and had a lot of yards. Okay. So did Victor Cruz and Plaxico Burress.
Which equated to one winning season. And Victor Cruz's season in 2011, which was more prolific than OBJ's best season as a Giant. Victor Cruz that year only started 7 games.
And again, this is why I don't be on social media, brother. And you've been on here before. You just said reliable hands.
So he's a wide receiver.
What about the playoff game when it matters the most? Some of you don't think before you type.
He's a Navy.
Reread your statements before you hand it in to the teacher, kids. Reliable hands? No, he actually didn't. Not for us. When we needed him to catch the ball, he did not. That's just a fact. The most important games of his Giant career, he dropped the ball. So his hands were not reliable. Not as much as you think. Come on, man. You're so impressed because, he had 200 yards in a bullcrap game against a bullcrap Saints defense. But in the playoff game, when he drops touchdowns, and not just a touchdown, he dropped like first downs too. Go watch the film. It's on YouTube.
He actually has a 6% drop percentage for his career. And the most.
And didn't you bring up his? Go ahead.
The most drops he had was in 2016, where he dropped 11 passes.
And didn't you bring up a stat where it was like Slayton had something similar in a year where his drop percentage was like 7? and he dropped like maybe 12, 13. So it was similar.
Yes. Darius Slayton's drop percentage is actually less per career than Odell Beckham Jr.
And before one of you geniuses type, well, Odell gets way more passes thrown to him, so the volume is higher. So that's why shut up. You just typed reliable hands, bro. And I've been ranting for half an hour about how he dropped the most important passes in his Giant career.
As it per Giant season, I'm gonna ask you a question. Per Giant season, who do you think had the most drops in a single season over the last between Odell Beckham and Darius Slayton?
Listen, I'll say Slayton. I'll just say Slayton because he's my guy.
Actually, no. OBJ had in 16. He had 11. Slayton's most drops were 7 in 2022.
Come on. The Slayton drops were big because yes, he was wide open. I get it. I get it. And Slayton he's nowhere near as good as OBJ. I get that. But you're telling me that if OBJ and Darius Slayton play to the best of their potential, I'd rather have Slayton because there's a chance OBJ is going to get hurt. And we do rant about Slayton, but brother, I'm still waiting.
But
I'm still waiting.
If you want to get technical about the Slayton drops, Slayton has less career drops than Odell Beckham Jr. does.
Hey, guess what? Fun fact. Guess what, Mac? Slayton played in a playoff game where he actually caught passes and we won the game. How about that for a stat? We won the playoff game that Slayton played in where he was the top receiver.
Now, Slayton's numbers are skewed because in 2021, he had a 22% drop percentage because that was the year that he got benched and was in the doghouse. Where he only had 20 receptions for 339 yards. So his numbers are technically skewed.
I'm just saying the fact that we can even make a similar correlation between Slayton and OBJ, that's bad. That's bad. My God, like you know what it is? It's just we're caught on the name nowadays. It's the name. It's OBJ. It's JCPenney. It's Gucci. It's this. It's that. It's just the name. It's just the name sometimes. Nobody but no. I said for a week. So if they bring him up next Sunday, PB, I gotta let it rock. But for during this week, we should not be talking about this. And again, nobody has told me 2 really great things he did while he was here, telling me he had reliable hands when he actually didn't, when it mattered the most, and he had a bunch of yards, that's kind of his job. Did he have a Cooper Kupp year here? No. Okay. And let's be real, the Victor Cruz story is much more impressive because he was undrafted. That's way more impressive to see what Victor Cruz did, coming from getting screamed on by Tom Coughlin in the preseason game to literally becoming the spark plug that helped us launch to a Super Bowl. Huh? Chum, get the bucket. Chum.
Does anyone remember when he dropped a pass against Josh Norman that he basically destroyed him and it was like a 52-yard? Would have been a 52-yard touchdown, but it just slipped right through his fingers. Does anyone remember that?
Oh, yeah.
You remember that one?
You remember how embarrassing that was?
Does anyone remember, what was it?
The Josh Norman
we always
game.
Talk about the catch, but does anyone remember when Odell dropped the wide open slant over against the Cowboys? I think it was back in 16. And basically he came out and talked about in the post game how that ate him up.
You know what's crazy, Tim? I can remember Kadarius's Toney game against the Cowboys more than I can remember most games by OBJ. I swear to God. I would rather have Deebo Samuels.
I would rather take a flyer on Keenan Allen.
Because guess what? Deebo Samuels can block at least.
Yeah, and he can return kicks.
The guy's name is Deebo. His mama named him Deebo, but you want OBJ. Come on, man. Like, I ain't gonna front, man. Y'all are not serious sometimes. Like, Odell Beckham Jr., you just want him for nostalgia effects, but you're not remembering that the nostalgia, it's like you're remembering it a lot higher than what it really was. Seriously. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, the guy literally trashed your quarterback. He trashed Eli Manning multiple times.
Not just once. Not just once.
Telling you, man. You guys are the type of guys to walk out with a girl and be like, oh, she's so hot, she's so beautiful, but then every time she's out, she totally disrespects you, but you're like, oh, it's okay.
Yes. To your point, the Panthers game was a touchdown, and it cost us the game. And the drop against Dallas in 2016 cost us the game as well.
Thank you, Evan. Like, what do we like for real? What are we talking about? And there's nothing in his career. Like, people are like, he could be a mentor. I got news for you. Half the teachers in this country suck, and they're teachers. So everybody can't be a mentor or a teacher.
On that note, make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure we're only at 48 likes. We need 55 likes for James Williams, or he's going to talk about more of OBJ.
No, you guys were talking about OBJ. I just chimed in with common sense. Sorry. I come from the land of sense of common. There's not too many of us are there. Tim is there. Broadway's there. Slider's there. Both Joes are there. Zack Attack's there. Stoned is there. There's a few of us that are there. Shout out to anybody I miss. Matty Ice. Hirsch for real. You know, I can name down to this. I know the real people here. I'm telling you. Some of y'all, man, you're on the other island. No, this is Lord of the Flies here. Don't come over here. You're going to be Piggy. Don't come here.
Which I believe
don't come here.
TV series.
Oh, the Netflix thing? Yes, I'm going to watch it just for, as I read the book, but it's not going to be as good as the older movie. I don't even want to get into that. There were no black boys on that island. I'm just going to say. I don't care how light-skinned you are, how curly your hair is like mine. There were no black boys on that island. Anyway. Oh, you're there, brother. Sorry. Shout out to everybody. I'm sorry, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I love y'all.
Anyone that we missed. You know
what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry. I'm just ranting right now. My bad.
Mark Hernandez comes in late, all the way from Barbados. Is like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
Mark, we're bringing back OBJ on a 3-year, $15 million deal with $8 million in bonus signings. Let's just give him a piece of the franchise. Let's sell him 2%. There you go. Free mimosas for the rest of your life.
On a happier note.
Ride, unicorn, ride.
Tuesday.
Ride, unicorn, ride.
So who we thinking?
Don't ask silly questions. If you know what, if you're a James Harden fan, just be quiet. Unless he shows up tonight, this guy at my job talking all week about James Harden. Again, sense of common is the island I come from, right? I said to the guy, very simple. So you're telling me that the player in NBA history who's shown up the least in games that matter the most, kind of like OBJ, all of a sudden now, in his older stage of his career, he's going to show up in a Game 7 on the road?
He hasn't yet.
When he just had a chance to win it in Game 6 at home? Okay. I'll get that cotton gin ready. I guess slavery's coming back.
I was talking to Mrs. OBJ yesterday, and She has a challenge for you, James, because I'm going to see you tomorrow. She's got a challenge for you.
Okay.
She wants you to get a Karl Anthony Towns jersey.
Oh, I'll get one.
And she said that, okay, because she's like, I'll even buy it for him if he gets a Karl Anthony Towns jersey tomorrow.
Tell her, you know what's funny? Because I was gonna buy, I gotta buy Rachel a OKC jersey because her last name is McCain, and they got the dude McCain on there. So I'm gonna buy her an OKC jersey. I honestly, it was a debate because I don't want a Brunson because everybody's gonna have a Brunson. I was gonna get a Hart, and then he did that gay shit with Brunson. So that's another reason why I'm not getting Brunson because they're both gay. All right, that's fine. And I was thinking about an OG, but it's like, damn, this dude gets hurt a lot. I kind of was thinking about a Towns just because I'm like, not too many people are gonna have that, and honestly, he's kind of the reason why we're gonna go to the finals.
Yeah. So
you know what? But my only condition is it can't be white. I don't want a white jersey.
No. She has to pick. She said she wants me to buy you she wants me to take you in the store and buy you a cat jersey for the rest of the playoffs.
Okay, but it's not the white one.
I don't think you have a choice.
Damn it. She's going to get me. It's going to be the white one so I can stand out, right? It's going to be like the brightest one. It's going to be a little unicorn patch right here.
I don't think you have a choice.
I know, right? You know what? Let me just shut up. Mrs. All IB, I will shut up. Ride, unicorn, ride. We talking about OBJ.
I thought we were.
I swear to God.
I thought we were talking about Towns.
Oh yeah, we are. Sorry. Ride, unicorn, ride.
Because I think the white one's perfect for you, man.
You know what? I don't even care, yo. I'll be honest, man. That freaking I can't believe that the guy I trashed last year, and he's literally the linchpin as to why this is going good this year. It's amazing. An amazing stat about him. Again, unlike OBJ, the guy will get 5 shots in a whole game, end up with 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists.
He was 1 for 4.
It's amazing.
And had a triple-double.
It's amazing.
I mean, I think people need to. I still need that one explained to me. He was 1 for 4, and he had a triple-double.
I'll be honest. He fumbles into stats. Like, he just trips. It's like, oh my God, I had a double-double. Yeah!
So he's the OBJ.
No, he's not. No, he's not. I'm not even going to do that to Towns, yo. I can't front. No, we're not. No. You want to know why? Because what Towns does with that, oh my God, that's natural. All that crap OBJ was doing was performative. At least Cat is being natural performative, if that makes any sense.
This is the venerable James, also referred to as we all know him and we all love him as always, is James Williams, the Angry Black Man. So make sure you stay tuned for every week of the Angry Black Man segment.
Oh, what's up, Gerald? What up, brother? I like the lion sign in your picture. You know, yeah, my fault, but I was ranting a little bit today. I went a little longer. I was actually in a really good mood. I didn't want to come on here and do this, but you guys were talking about this fool for so long. And sometimes, again, Tim, I really love Tim. You guys think we just rant on here. It's like, no, I'm going to be at his house later this summer. So I really love this guy. So when I see him on here, and again, he's trying to be professional. No offense to him. He's doing the professional white guy thing. He's trying to answer your questions and respond. And fuck that shit. OBJ, no. OBJ, no. How about this? NO to OBJ. How about that? That's my campaign slogan. NO to OBJ.
So basically what you're saying is you want number 23 on the Chinese menu, which is OBJ no.
Like, what are we talking about? Hey, can we bring back Joe Jaravicious? Is Joe Jaravicious available? Is Wayne Quebec available? Can they still play? No? Okay. I'm sorry. Somebody dig up the bones of Reuben Randall. The bones of Ruben Randall. Anybody? No. Okay. Sorry.
Oh my god. We just love egging James at the Rams.
Of course, brother. We all here for that. We need it. But some of these dudes out here, some of these dudes are serious. That's the sad thing, man. Like, I know when some of you are just, we're having a little back and forth. I don't care about that shit. But some of you out here are serious. You're fucking serious, and it's pissing me off. I'm tired of Tim talked about OBJ for 2 weeks. I gotta hear about this shit again on the day before I'm gonna see him I'm gonna be so mad. I'm gonna go to this goddamn thing tomorrow, and I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna go, you fuckers better not bring back OBJ. And they're gonna go, who's talking about OBJ? I am. Do not bring him back. John, that'll be your first mistake.
That would be his first mistake. I do agree.
It would. The guy, John Harbaugh, is batting 1,000 right now. Bang, 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 bang. If he brings OBJ back, it's going to be a little boop. It's going to be just ground out to first.
I do think it will be his first mistake.
It'll be a ground out to first. There's nothing OBJ is going to bring here. Nothing. So I had to see somebody. What happened?
Altoon has concussion issues, so Altoon retired. And Phil McConkey is as old as Joe Spano.
We'll bring back Phil. He could be a good mentor from the bench. We can't bring back Phil? Okay, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Good, serious question from Mark Hernandez. How good is the New York Giants wide receiver room?
Well, if we bring back OBJ, it'll be phenomenal.
Well, let's just put it in perspective. Let's take Malik Nabers out of the equation. So you have Darius Slayton, Calvin Austin III, Malachi Fields, Darnell Mooney, Gunnar Olszewski, Isaiah Hodgkins, Bo Collins, Jalen Hyatt, Ryan Miller, and Xavier Gibson. I think you're pretty good. I think you're pretty swell. I think you're even if you have to go with Darnell Mooney and Darius Slayton as your 1 and 2. And then be backed up by Calvin Austin and Malachi Fields, and also use Malachi Fields more on the slot. And you still have Isaiah. I don't see where OBJ fits.
I'm taking Gunnar.
I would probably take, because Gunnar and even Xavier Gibson can both, and even Austin Collins. I was calling out Calvin Austin. They all return punts and kickoffs.
And I know OBJ threw a pass to whatchamacallit when he was here, but guess what? Gunnar threw one to the black preacher.
That's right.
My God, man. I'm gonna have to go for a walk soon to get some air. I can't believe we were talking about this guy again. I didn't even have a chance to ask my brother, hey, how do you think tomorrow's gonna be? Really important questions. No, we gotta talk about JBO. BO.
I still have us at 7 wins. So still Mac asked. I have us at 7 wins.
I got 6 to 7 too. Because again, we won 3 last year off of nothing. Better coaching, we'll probably win double that. It's not hard. 6 to 7, yeah. And guess what? You know what? I just want to beat Dallas week 1. That's what I want. Same thing I wanted last year. I just want to beat Dallas.
Same thing I wanted 2 years ago.
I swear to God, I think I've been wishing for the same thing 3 years. Oh, no. And I want to beat Daniel Jones. Where's that game at? Where's that game? It's somewhere.
That is November 29th.
November 29th. Thank you, brother.
In Indianapolis.
Yes, those are the only 2 games I want. I want the Jones game and the
Titans revenge game.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm very curious about that because, again, I'm pretty sure Daboll's sitting there going, I know some of these guys' tendencies over there.
I know a couple of things they like to do over there.
Just saying. He was just here a year ago. He probably knows some things about these guys that we don't even know. It's like, hey, you see that white quarterback there? Yeah, he's never going to run out of bounds. Just fucking maul him. He's never going to run out of bounds. Just take him out. Sweep the leg.
So, On that note, it is a beautiful day out. I'm going outside. It is a beautiful fucking day out.
Tim doesn't even know what to say. He's like, all right.
I'm going. No, I thought my rant was bad this morning. The rant I had before you got up, I thought was bad. But evidently, and I love the fact that people put in the chat, I love the fact that James doesn't want to talk about OBJ 40 minutes later.
I'm just saying, it's over. After today, it's over. Put it to bed. Night.
Is the best. I did my homework. Oh, you good. Like you said about Fields, I watched his highlights. 90% of his 5% of his catches were contested. And I keep telling people that, James, that this is the Malachi Fields thing is the one time I tell people just watch the highlights. Because normally I always say don't do that. Because if you watch the highlights to WK's point, 95% of his highlights come off contested catches, which means he isn't getting separation in college. Just throwing that out there. Just saying.
Shit, we should have talked about that guy. The guy who's actually going to be on the team.
Oh, well, would be yes. Hakeem Nicks does have. Well, OBJ only had one playoff game for the Giants, and he only.
I was going to say he only had one game, Sider, and he didn't get off the plane. He never got off the boat.
He forgot to get off the boat. Hey, I wanted 60 likes, and I forgot to say that, but we got 55 likes. Yeah.
I love these. Very rarely is Tim like, well, I don't know where to segue to that, Vanna.
Let's end this shit. Let's just call it a day. How about we just do that?
Oh my God.
How about we just call it a day? Regarding Fields, Marvin Harrison Jr., dudes like the reserve judgment until they play with the quarterback. That's a bit worth shit. Listen, the problem is this with the it doesn't matter if your quarterback is shit if every one of your highlights is a contested catch. Because that means the quarterback is still throwing you the ball when it should be contested. So it doesn't matter if your quarterback is shit or not. If every time you catch a ball, you have two guys draped on you, that's not having anything to do with your quarterback. That has to do with lack of separation.
Water is wet. The sky is blue.
There we go.
Dirt is dirty.
Dirt's on the ground.
Dirt is dirty.
All right, guys, it's very late. It's very late.
I love
It's very late.
We have pierced the snow.
We have pierced the snow.
I'm pretty tired.
Oh.
Sorry, I had to come break up your little OBJ party. The hell out of here.
Gary Wimper is a Super Bowl champion. Shane Lemieux technically is a Super Bowl champion.
What?
Yeah. Drew Lock is now Super Bowl champion.
Hey, what's that guy? What's the light-skinned dude from the 2000s who always got hurt? Damn, was it Dixon?
OBJ?
What's the guy's name? Was it?
OBJ?
No, Dixon or something who's a light-skinned guy. Let's bring that guy back. Damn it, I can't remember his name. It was a bit of a good joke, and I can't remember his name. Damn it.
You mean Mr. Glass, the wide receiver?
Was it Dixon?
No, it wasn't Ron Dixon.
It was?
No, it wasn't Ron Dixon.
Damn it.
Ron Dixon wasn't that he was always hurt. Ron Dixon just wasn't any good.
Oh, well, maybe that's why I remember his name.
Well, you remember Ron Dixon from the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, thank you. All right, thank you.
Ron Dixon was not to be racist, but Ron Dixon was not a light-skinned man. Just throw that out there.
Okay, sorry.
But Ron Dixon did have more. Ron Dixon did have more of an impact. Do you want to laugh?
I need to laugh.
You bring up the venerable Ron Dixon.
And now we're going to go down to Ron Dixon. Oh, this is going to be good. Come on.
Okay. Ron Dixon's best game, 2020, 3 receptions, 78 yards, 26 yards of reception. Ron Dixon in 2002 for the New York Football Giants, 5 receptions, 52 yards, 10.4 yards of reception. He has in 4 playoff games, he's got 8 catches for 130 yards at 16.3, and he returned a kick in the Super Bowl for a touchdown. So technically, Ron Dixon is better. Oh, Hakeem Nicks. Were you thinking of Hakeem Nicks? Not Hakeem Nicks. Hickson.
Yes. Dominic Hickson. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Dominic Hickson. When he was healthy, but that guy would get hurt every other game. I used to tell my boy, as soon as he got tackled, he'd be on the field. I'm like, oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. He'll be out for 2 games.
But Ron Dixon has a better playoff record and has more catches, yards, and touchdowns than OBJ does in his entire Giant career.
Can we bring up the ghost of Travis Beckham? I'm just going to bring up every old Giant receiver. Let's bring them all back. Oh, my God.
I'm just throwing it out there. He does have more yards.
We didn't went down the Ron Dixon rabbit hole.
We have now said that Ron Dixon is better. Technically, if you're looking, because everyone likes stats, technically, if you're looking at it, Ron Dixon is a better playoff performer for the New York Giants than OBJ ever was.
But it's real quick. The Dallas Cowboy game when he had the one-handed catch, we lost. The Green Bay playoff game, he didn't show up for. We lost. The New Orleans Saints game where it was like 40-40 and Eli Manning threw up like 500 yards and Drew Brees put up like 600 and OBJ had a great game. We lost.
The drop against Carolina when he burned Josh Norman for what should have been a 52-yard reception, we lost. The drop in Dallas that he should have had for an easy touchdown, but he even came out and said we thought we had already won the game.
Oh,
and he dropped that pass. We lost. But again, we don't like to bring up things like that. That's just crazy talk.
So every big game that I can think of off the top of the dome, we lost. Not he by himself, but we lost.
Right.
Okay. Ride, unicorn, ride!
On that note, goes Terrell Jenkins. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Janelle Jernigan, thank you. I'm telling you, there's some guys we're forgetting. Janelle, I used to use him in Madden. That guy was great in Madden. Garbage. Oh, there was another guy. I can't do this. I'm gonna be going down the depths of the graveyard of old Giants receivers. I can't do this. Let me just stop. Who?
Thomas Lewis.
Oh my God! See, no, you're gonna bring up guys. Tim's gonna bring up guys. Like, what the hell is that?
Thomas Lewis was a first-round pick for the Giants.
Oh God!
He was taken 24th overall for the Giants. Had in 4 years 74 receptions for 1,000 yards. Nobody remembers Thomas. Can we bring out the old tight end Tom Mulledy from the early?
Oh, wait, what's the other dude? Was it Sonoris Moss?
Sonoris Moss.
Let's bring back Sonoris Moss.
Tim Carter, that's a good one.
Oh, Tim Carter, yes. He was fast as hell in Madden.
The burner from
Tim Carter. He was fast as. I kept playing Madden like, how come we don't use this guy in the game? Because he sucks. Janelle Jernigan, yes, that's a great one. That's another good one. Word.
That is a name.
I call you guys. We have a lot of wide receivers in the graveyard here. Odell's just at the top, and that's fine.
Well,
That's fine. You're at the top of the mound.
Let's just not forget Golden Tate.
No. See, that's where we go. Golden Tate actually had a career before coming here.
Everyone loved Golden Tate in Seattle, won a Super Bowl in Philadelphia. He came here, he was all of a sudden a malcontent. What about the venerable John Ross?
Oh, John Ross, the fastest guy on skates. Too bad we don't play on skates.
Too bad the game isn't played straight.
He caught that one touchdown. I think it was the Bengals game, and it's like he almost fumbled that one.
Well, it was his revenge game against the Bengals.
Oh, that's right. That's why he caught the one touchdown. He was like, John Ross. Yes, that's another one. Yes, come on, keep him. Come on, guys. We're doing good here. Now we're cooking.
I can't think of it anymore. I'm trying.
Tim Carter, Sonoris Mall, Chanel Jernigan, Hickson. Yes.
I'm trying to think.
Ruben Randall. Yes. Travis Beckham. Yes.
Travis Beckham. People forget that not the point guard, but Denver's own Mark Jackson was actually on this team for a couple of years. And he actually has I only know that because him and Isaiah Hodgkins are actually tied for the most amount of receiving yards as a Giant. Stacey Robinson, that was another good one from the 80s team. He actually played through the 90s team. He got technically, I think Stacey Robinson has 2 Super Bowl rings. He was another burner that couldn't catch anything that thrown his way. I remember Stacey Robinson. I remember him being yelled at by Bill Parcells on the sideline in '86 because he just couldn't figure out which way to fucking run. But yeah,
didn't we ever got Corey Ballantyne or damn it? Nah, I gotta stop.
Ballantyne was a wide receiver, not a wide receiver, cornerback.
Cornerback. Okay.
You gotta remember the venerable. You said Joe Jurevicius, that's right? Joe Jurevicius. We said that.
Joe Jurevicius. JJ.
Did we bring up Odessa Turner? I forget if we.
Oh no, forgot about Odessa. That's a great name. Old school. Odessa. You'll never hear that again.
That's but I can't think of anything.
The Janelle Jernigan was great. That was a great one.
That was the name.
Thank you. That was a good one.
That's like bringing up the Black Unicorn, but at least he had one good season here. And Martell.
There's a lot of guys we could bring back. That's just the point. It's like, okay, I don't know why we would have bring
back I would rather bring back the Black Unicorn.
Like, why are we bringing back the one wide? And guess you know what the difference between OBJ and all those other guys? They never disrespected the team.
That's true.
They never disrespected the franchise or the GOAT quarterback. But you want to bring the one douchebag that did. Some of you have really low self-esteem. You're telling on yourselves. I'm telling you. You're telling on yourselves.
You're telling on yourselves. Does anyone besides me remember Omar Douglas?
Oh no. Now you're I don't remember that name at all.
Oh, you don't? I remember because Omar Douglas had so many bad passes he was in the late 90s. And I think he was, I think he only caught like 3 passes for the Giants, but every time they threw him the ball, he dropped it. Oh, we forgot the great Willie Ponder.
Oh shit, Willie Ponder. But isn't it, wait, he had a career before coming here, didn't he?
Not really.
Or after?
He was,
okay.
He was more of a guy. He was more of a punt returner at times.
Oh, okay. But I remember that name, Willie Ponder. I remember that name.
But I can't think of
There's one I know there's one name we're missing.
You were thinking not Corey. You were thinking Corey Washington.
Oh, maybe that was Corey something. Word.
He played one season with the Giants. That was back in 14, I think.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was it. Word. But we had a lot of guys. Oh, we didn't even bring up the sweet sounds of Kenny G.
Oh, yeah, we did. We
did? Okay.
We brought that up way earlier in the stream.
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure. Just want to make sure we're covering all of our OBJs.
We forgot the venerable Corey Coleman.
Oh, okay. I remember him.
Yes, because he went down one season with a knee injury in training camp, and Giant fans told me the season was over. He also had, what's his name? Benny Flowers. I remember Benny, but I can't remember his last name. And
Benny Agbayani.
Benny Agbayani. Oh, and Dangerous David Sills.
Oh, David Sills. There we go. Okay, more recent.
JC Board. Oh, Preston
CJ Board.
Preston Parker.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Is that the dude from the Colts?
No, Preston Parker was with us for 1 year.
Who was that dude from the Colts that you were like, he only came here because we're the only ones who offered him money?
Oh, what's his name? That was just 2 years ago.
Just a couple years ago. We already forgot that guy.
Where's Campbell?
There we go. Campbell. Get the hell out of here. Garbage.
Campbell, the only honest man in the NFL that said, I only went to the Giants because they gave me a contract.
Get the chump.
No one else. Nobody else did. Yeah, Corey Washington had like a Victor Cruz preseason. And then he got cut like halfway through the season.
We had a few guys here. CJ Board. Word. I remember that name. It's like CJ Board. It sounds like he should be good. No.
All right.
No.
I'm gonna give you last trivia question. I really do have to leave because it is such a beautiful day out. Last trivia question here. What New York Giants offensive lineman leads all Giant offensive linemen in receptions?
Andrew Thomas? Oh, you mean all-time Giants?
All-time Giant offensive.
Oh, wow. You think I'm going to waste what few brain cells I have on that one? Get out of here. Oh, wait, hold on. I'll take a guess. Let me just take a guess. All-time offensive lineman leading in receiving yards?
Leading all offensive linemen in receiving yards.
Chris Snee.
Close. Eric Flowers.
No way.
Eric Flowers has 11 receiving yards as a New York Giant.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Eric Flowers did something good here. There you go. Found the one good thing he did. He had 11 yards.
No way. Yep. I'm sorry. So Eric Flowers.
So basically you're telling me Eric Flowers is doing as much as Jalen Hyatt. Okay, got it. But we want to bring back OBJ to add on to that history. Okay.
Maybe I should stop smoking, guy. I can't even laugh without coughing. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. It is late. I think we've done enough damage. I don't think there's any damage left that can be done. Oh, yeah. And on that note, this is James. This is Tim. This is James. This is New York Giants Trade Talk. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. FanDuel.com, the run sportsbook in America. If you go right now to the mighty FanDuel, I got so distracted. If you go to the mighty FanDuel, FanDuel.com, and we're going to go take a look, James, to see if the Giants' odds have moved in reference to them not only making the Super Bowl, but winning the Super Bowl. They were plus 7,000 yesterday. They are still plus 7,000. You know, it's even with, it's funny with Aaron Rodgers coming back to Pittsburgh. The Giants are over the Pittsburgh Steelers in reference to making the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl. The Giants are plus 7,000. The Steelers are plus 7,500.
Well, the Giants should be. The Steelers don't even have a quarterback, Tim.
Aaron Rodgers came back.
The Steelers don't have a quarterback, Tim.
Aaron Rodgers came back yesterday.
The Steelers don't have a quarterback, Tim.
Do you want the line right now on the Giants and Cowboys, the early line for that September?
Sure. Sure. Tell me in May what the line is. Tell me.
The Giants are 2.5-point underdogs on May 17th going into September 13th game. They're
That's basically a pick 'em.
2.5-point dogs.
That's basically a pick 'em for all you who don't know real betting. So I like that line.
I like that line too, actually. I would take that.
That's a really good line.
Go to the mighty FanDuel, FanDuel.com. New customers bet $5 and win. Get $150 back in bonus bets. But say that again, you bet $5 and on your first $5 bet, if you win, you get back $150 back in bonus bets. This is Tim, the mighty FanDuel, New York Giants Straight Talk with the venerable James Williams. Yeah, you know what they say. We're done.
That motherfucker must have lost his goddamn mind.